Okay.
And you can the respite care as well. So we had opened our homes, and we actually took in another child.
Okay.
One Thanksgiving. We had him for a week.
Okay.
His name was Michael too.
Oh,
so
wow.
it was Big Mike and then Michael.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I could imagine. I think
was
it's
crazy.
wonderful. I just couldn't imagine.
But the process, I understand there are reasons, but we had to have the fire marshal come out and inspect our home.
Okay.
We had.
we don't have to do that when we give birth. They just say, take the baby home.
Yeah.
Here's your car seat. The fireman can help you put it in, but the fire marshal doesn't come to your house.
So we were getting a teenager, a teenage boy, and we had to install a fence in our backyard
because we
live on the water. So we spent, I don't know how much money
a lot.
on a 4-foot cyclone fence. He's a teenage boy.
Right.
It was ridiculous.
So the course then, if I'm hearing you correctly, the course wasn't geared towards certain ages. It was a generalized course, regardless of an infant or
so you have
to
qualify for any age of a child, whether if it's an infant or 16 years old.
So you're sitting there learning about how to baby-proof your home, knowing you didn't need to baby-proof your home. Wow.
Yep. We had to put alarms on the windows, the doors.
Oh my God, that's a huge expense.
The chemicals, under the sink. We had to get a new water system because we're on well water.
I'm on well, so I'm wondering why did you need a new system? So I have a salt system. I have a big system on my...
The radium, I think it's radium levels were too high.
Okay. I can see that here.
And so, $4,000 later.
Right.
We have great water.
I still don't drink it. I still drink bottled water.
I do too.
But we have a huge system on this house. They come every 4 weeks and trust the chemicals and do whatever they do to it. But
so it was a very lengthy, it's not just taking the classes, it's all these inspections.
Well, and how many home inspections did they, before you received him, how many times did they pop in on you just to make sure?
No, it was scheduled visits.
Oh, yes. That's surprising. I would think maybe they'd want to catch you
not knowing. We had to give them references. And so they interviewed our friends and, our coworkers and did background checks. We had to get fingerprinted. So, yeah.
That's just so crazy. It's amazing that you have to go through all of that to get someone else's child, but we can just have them. She didn't have to do anything. Well, and think of that mother who's had all these kids. She doesn't have to do anything. You have to do more to take on her child than she has to do currently. So it's nuts. It's nuts. But I guess, it's good for the children because they don't want them bouncing. But I still feel like you do hear those stories of them just bouncing from place to place to place. So, so explain to me a little bit of a difference between being, do you have to be a foster parent first before you adopt?
Yes.
And and how long is that period for?
So when the child, regardless of the age, comes into your home, that's when the clock starts.
Okay.
So it's about 12 months. And during that 12 months, the biological parent is given a task of things to do that he or she needs to do in order to get the child back.
Oh, okay.
Like going to counseling,
clean up,
doing drug testing.
Yes, exactly.
Whatever.
Cleaning themselves up.
So it gives them time. But during that time, the parent can just decide, I think it's best to give the child.
I can't care for them.
Correct.
Okay.
And we had to fight for Michael.